what you're getting into, motherfuckers. House arrest. Eat that shit for lunch.
Let's
Now-
explain the ankle bracelet.
Were you voted that like recently?
Most likely to be under
Under
house arrest. Was this like in high school? Was this in
Yeah.
college?
You don't vote
Was
for
this-
most likelies in college. They don't do that shit.
I think that you would, Bob.
You know who gets a yearbook in college? Stupid fuckheads.
Do you have one, John?
No.
You know
No,
why?
Even I wasn't that dumb.
Because you go to
Do you have
college for like
who's who?
7 years. No one's buying 7 fucking yearbooks.
I do think I have a who's who. I was that dumb.
But you were a who's who. You were a who.
I was.
You were what for? You were so who.
Anyone else see row, row, row? Like,
Oh. Nope.
nothing coming to mind.
So fish egg row. That's what it is, right?
It's like blam. Your screen is blue.
Well,
Well,
Thanks, the miner.
the miner always really captures things
Yeah,
in a way.
you-
that I
he,
can't even
you
say.
know, he drills it down to what's necessary.
People lose 5 hands of poker or blackjack too.
Huh?
Sigh. Knew
Whatever.
the copy-paste commandos were. Oh, he's bitching about .deck.
I don't know what that means.
I think.
Copy paste commandos does sound like someone who is net decking.
Everybody net decks. There is no other way.
This draft is actually a net deck.
Yep. It's
Oh,
very
what?
complicated.
That's neat.
Okay, so I don't remember any of these cards.
Which makes it all the more exciting.
We should take Evolving Wilds
Uh,
as a first pick.
okay, the two big things in the format
Are
were
Eldrazi.
the giant Eldrazi or leveling.
Oh, right. Leveling. Leveling's so retarded.
Now, Corpse Hatch destroys a creature and gives you spawn tokens to ramp.
Which can ramp. Yep.
So I think Corpse Hatch would be the play here.
Sure.
I'm trying to think. There's also a deck where you do Kiln Fiend. There's some spell that... Oh, it also has those spells where it casts it once and it exiles it and then casts it again.
Didn't we win a game with the Bloodright guy? The one that has target player loses 3 life and you gain 3 life. I think we won one like that.
Yeah, I think we did.
But it had to be the first one because it's the only one we ever played.
Right.
Oh, that's right. For those people who don't know, because you haven't seen our first episode, the only time we ever played Rise of Eldrazi was our very first episode.
Yes.
And then we grew up and realized that this fucking format's stupid.
Now,
And then we probably went to M12 and kicked ourselves for being even dumber.
on my own, I played a lot of Orinarlin decks
Yeah,
where I just like threw every one of the Umbra things on.
Totally gnarled.
But this, search for basic land and put
Put it on the
Another
battlefield.
We're gonna pass up an Eldrazi.
this is the worst of the Eldrazi.
Oh,
He only annihilates for 1.
so do I. Sadly,
You may sacrifice
get older, you don't get to
4
annihilate as
spawn
much.
rather than pay his mana cost. 4 is still a little bit high for me. Okay, so
That sounds like it.
there.
He's like,
oh yeah, Ulamog's Crusher,
Now
or this guy.
This guy's slightly better because you also get to bring back a creature.
Oh,
It costs 1 more, but they both annihilate for 2. His ability is really useful.
yeah.
So yeah, this is exactly what we wanted.
We
how
got
about
2 of
two
them.
of them?
2 of them would be
Overkill.
terrific.
Oh,
We also may want to consider this guy because he puts 3 of those tokens on the battlefield, but not over this guy.
Mhm.
We're going to take as many of these guys as we can.
Are they legendary?
No.
Nope.
That is stupid.
Yeah, this whole fucking format's dumb.
So glad that we went back to play it. You're really selling it, guys.
Well, if it
All
to
I'm
make it
saying-
fair, to be fair, I think all the formats are dumb.
Yes.
And my point is that it seems
Ah, now is that guy eating his own intestines, or is he losing his intestines?
he's made it primarily.
He's
of
caressing them
intestines.
at least. I don't know if he's
Yeah,
putting them in his
I think
mouth.
he's like playing the cello, like the internal cello.
Get to 7 to be able to cast that. I think I'd rather just get to 8 and actually cast
Yeah.
them.
So we're just gonna play nothing but big ass bitches.
Well, yeah. That's the key of the game, yo.
Now, in order to survive that long, no, that's not going to do it. We probably
Raid
need to
bomber?
get some really defensive.
Phantasmal.
Any number of untapped creatures, gain 2 life. A 2/8. That guy screams defense.
Yeah, but he costs 5.
Or this guy who.
Who costs 5?
But in this format, 5 is nothing because we're casting 9.
Okay. Your logic seems flawed to me. Would not it be possible to build a deck in this format that's nothing but cheap little creatures and
Nope.
run over your opponent before they have a chance to do anything?
No.
It is very possible.
I would
I
think.
I mean, yes.
Yes. But we are going to take. There's a green wall that taps for green.
See, aren't you sort of presuming that we're going to see this device?
We have 3 packs. We have to see 1. We already have our Eldrazi, which is the hard thing to get, right?
Unless nobody bothered to take them.
It seems to be that case. The case.
Everyone else is building weenie decks. We're going to be the ones that get crushed. We're going to be Ulamog the Crushed. Here you go. Who wants cookies?
I want cookies, motherfucker.
Mhm.
You don't have to be like that, Bob. It doesn't make you cool.
You know, I don't have to be like that. I'm just like that.
Really can't help being like that.
Mm-mm.
Now, does it go graveyard to the battlefield?
Yeah.
Ooh, I was thinking to my hand. Much better.
You know what that guy would be awesome with?
Any
Cloud-
other creature.
Cloud Shift.
Oh, yeah.
I see what you're doing there. Put him in my Conjurer's Closet deck.
Yeah.
What?
Just put him back in the closet.
Leveler. I see a leveler. Goddamn, we got 2 mechanics going on.
Okay. So, this guy is another weak annihilator and he costs too much. This,
Oh,
if
actually
you
went to
control a
movie.
spawn, put 3.
Oh, hell yeah.
That might be, and then I think this one, like, deals 1 damage and puts a spawn out.
That's it.
I think we want this one. Because we are going to control some. You saw a movie?
I did. In the theater, even.
Why?
Because my friends asked me to go.
I thought we agreed not to do that anymore.
Talk to my friends.
Come on now, George. Your friends are all here.
It's not true.
And I'm including the beer.
I have other friends. You don't know.
What movie did they force you to go to?
Pacific Rim.
Sounds
Which
like
is why
great
it sort of,
friends.
sort of
They
came
were
up
trying-
because of the Eldrazi thing. It is surprisingly good.
They took you to that movie hoping that it would depress you so much you would kill yourself.
Well, that is-
Those are not your friends.
That is entirely feasible. However, as I said, it's actually pretty good.
How is that
No,
possible?
that's not possible.
It is Guillermo del Toro, guys. I mean, it is not impossible. It
That's
is
not Thunderbirds Are Go. That's like
Curse?
Thunderbirds Are Gay.
Curse.
Shared Discovery, don't even know what it does. Tap 4 untap creatures to control, draw 3 cards.
We're going to have a bunch of those little 01s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I
And
don't think
your
we're gonna be
point.
playing that
My
color.
point is that would have been really good for that.
Cheap, 3/3 defender.
Lifelink. That blocks, it gets huge. But I think the defender is a better play.
Gravity Well.
With flying attacks, it loses
Ooh.
flying. Sure, I'll take it. Raid bombardment.
Sucks.
No, it was. I mean, it's not like. It's not a great movie, exactly, but as a. For what it is.
It's no Sharknado.
No, it's way better than Sharknado.
Sharknado's just had me pissed off
Yep.
all week.
But no, like. If you want to go to a movie wherein you have giant robots fighting giant monsters,
Rent any anime movie ever.
this movie totally delivers. Not any anime movie. You have to be pretty selective, actually. There's way too much porn that does not involve these things.
I
That's not anime though.
think this is our play.
Yeah.
That gives
Okay.
us a little bit of ramp. This would be the other thing to consider.
Yeah, we have no removal.
This would be the other thing to consider.
Yeah, we have no removal.
Yeah,
Except the Annihilation.
that might buy us more time than the ramper guy. I don't know. I want them both.
Take the one that you think has the best chance of not tabling.
Okay, this one's uncommon. That's a basis enough to take it, right?
I
Yeah.
like the Goblin Arsonist. There may be something better, but I like the Goblin Arsonist.
I can see that. What does this guy do?
Arrogant Bloodlord! I won't drink the blood of peasants.
Ooh, what does this guy do? You may destroy target creature with power 2 or less.
1.
1 or less.
Boy, it's a wide plethora of suck.
Yeah, nothing really good here.
Yeah.
Maybe Arsonist.
Let's
Maybe-
do it.
Maybe George is right. He comes out, he blocks, he dies. Everybody's happy, except for...
Except for him, but he doesn't have an opinion anymore because he's dead.
Man, I wish there were so many other people like that.
Another corpse hatch.
Sure, why not?
It's removal. Now we have 2. And they ramp. It's like this perfect combination.
That's called synergy.
Is it? Is it?
It sure could be.
Death Touch.
Where's... I don't
In
even
the
see it.
left-hand corner.
Dagger back.
Agreed. Okay. And... I know this guy's really good.
So we hate draft him?
Yeah,
And
'cause he'll be flying over our head.
Goddamn, I had I had fucking homeroom with Cliffhaven. Guy sucked ass.
Cliffhaven. Dread Drone. When he enters, we get 2 of them. That seems about right. Other possibility would be
I like him too.
big reachy
1
spider.
5 for 3 with reach is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's skewed with this though because your top end is like so ridiculous that you think, oh, 1/5 will be great, and then it's like, wait, I have a 10/9 that makes me sacrifice things every time it attacks.
Does it make you sacrifice things or them?
God, you're a
Them.
downer, man. You're a fucking downer.
I'm trying. Okay. This one's tough because we want both of these. This gives us 2 tokens.
Mm-hmm.
This gives us 1 token, but it gives us an earlier.
Given what we have been seeing, I think we want the earlier guy. Now we have almost no 4-drops. That set.
Right.
A 3/3 for 4 versus a 2/2 for 2.
2 for 2 is better. With the it's
Yep.
a little bit of an added upside. Okay. Last time we took Dread Drone, so do I take the spider this time?
Okay.
Or you take another Arsonist.
And
You big pile Arsonist.
8 casting cost. Come on. Really?
we already have enough of those.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, someone else might play
3
it.
black. I mean, seriously?
Yeah, I still think we take it over what's there.
Really?
I don't
Okay.
think we play
Fine.
it.
Fine.
We could take the skeletal whatever it was next to it. It also cost 8.
Yes. And it has regenerate.
None of this shit matters. Just click.
Fair enough.
Don't listen to Bob. Like, ever.
Nope. Nothing.
Or...
Yes. Contaminated ground. Take it. Take it. Yes.
Yeah, we lost.
Not of this world. It's a 7-cost counterspell.
That seems
But it's
odd.
free if you own an Eldrazi.
Why is it tribal? Is it like a tattoo?
Sure.
Tramp stamp.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Where do you think all the Eldrazi spawn come from? Go on the Eldrazi trailer court.
Okay, so
So have you seen that wall that you were talking about, John?
It's right here.
Oh, neat.
There's this guy who also would work, and then there's this guy who just searches up a land and gives you a better body. So I think we actually want him over those.
Well,
We don't. This gives you green equal to the number of defenders, but he may be our only defender.
we just need to take more defenders then.
We can copy a creature. No.
So we want the fondue giant.
Yep.
Delicious.
A giant fondue.
Mm.
So, Nest Invader, another ramper who does something. Rage Nimbus.
Pretty good. I like the name.
Oh, and then there's Vendetta. That would be the other. We are still a little bit light on.
As in, like, we have almost none.
We have 2 corpse hatches, but they're just, it takes a little
Awfully
bit.
expensive.
Yeah, so we'll take that. Maybe the Death Touch guy again?
Yeah.
What does this do? As an additional cost to cast Induce Despair, reveal a creature card from your hand. Target creature gets -X/-X until end of turn where it's converted cards. I think we do that.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're totally going to have something that we clearly can't cast, but will kill whatever they have. One more?
Yep.
I just don't see a flaw with this plan.
I'd feel better if they were all the same one, though.
Okay, pawn.
Pawn of Ulamog.
Whenever he dies or another non-token creature dies, you get one of those tokens.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yep.
It's a little ramp.
And what's better than one of those guys? The second one. Oh, wait. We have another fondue giant. I think we want the fondue giant.
I think you do.
We actually are getting way more ramp than I thought we would.
Yeah.
So either I completely forget how this
Well, I imagine there must be a lot of ramp in the
works.
set.
Or
just to
so did
make it-
everybody else.
Because I remember trying to draft this exact deck and only getting like 1 or 2 Eldrazi and not nearly enough ramp and then flaming out.
Was that what you titled the deck ultimately? Flaming out?
I think I probably called it something like
Piece of garbage. Hate this. Stupid format.
Typical.
typical deck. This one. Target player loses 3 life. You gain 3 life and put 3 Eldrazi tokens. Except it's 6. That's a little costly. Given the other options here, lifelink might not be a bad plan.
Yeah.
So we don't have much to do on turn 2. It's not the first time that's been the case.
Yeah, usually we're dead.
Yep.
On turn 2?
Well,
sure.
And we're just going to be leveling up our tree speaker that turn. That's what we're going to be doing.
Interesting.
Sure.
He speaks for the trees.
No, he speaks to the trees because he's a fucking nut bar.
Now, with all of these tokens, this guy might be pretty good. Like, we could
Jedi
have
Life Strider.
a ton of creatures to tap to get there. Another Spore Cap Spider.
Yeah. I don't care.
I knew that when you showed up. Probably this guy, even though we're not going to play him, but he copies a creature. And
We don't want that.
yeah. We don't want multiple artisans. Except our
Unless
multiple.
we have multiple
Yes.
artisans. No, I did not expect the movie to be any good, but it was actually pretty solid.
It was actually worse than you thought.
Did it drag?
No,
It was well paced.
no, it was all in all well paced. I mean,
So,
if I had to say
here-
anything, they may have actually spent a little bit too much time on the plot.
Here is my question.
Yes, sir.
So, Big creatures rise up out of the Marianas Trench, right?
Give or take. I don't know that it's the Mariana Trench, but out of a rift that appears above a trench at the sea.
Sure. So giant, big monsters coming out of the sea. Can't stop them, right? Unstoppable.
No, they aren't unstoppable.
They're unstoppable with what we've got.
No.
You can kill them with conventional means.
Yeah.
So why don't they just nuke them?
They do. They also shoot them with tanks and planes and a bunch of other stuff.
And the tanks and planes kill them?
Yeah, but it takes like 6 days. I mean, they're incredibly tough, but they aren't unstoppable.
Okay.
How many are there?
Initially, there's one, and then quite a long time goes by, and then there's another one. But the amount of time in between gets smaller and smaller as time goes by.
Okay, spoiler alert. What are they?
What are they?
Yeah.
Alien monsters.
That's a letdown.
It's more
It's
You're
not
hoping
like-
for Cthulhu?
I was hoping it was like some sort of crappy, we've polluted the earth, and so...
Oh, you wanted Cloverfield too.
No. Okay, here's here's the thing with it. It is an invasion by aliens from another dimension. But the thing is they give all of this away, give or take, pretty early in the movie. I mean, I'm sorry if I've just spoiled it for anybody, but I honestly don't think you can spoil this movie. It's
that good.
Here's the thing.
kind of.
I just want to know
It's exactly
where
what
they
it
make
is.
the leap from the only way we can beat these guys is by building giant robots.
Because that's what the movie is. It's a movie where you use giant robots to fight.
And
giant
how do they
monsters.
not annihilate us before we develop this technology?
Because it's a long time in between individual occurrences of this to begin with.
Does the first one happen in present day, or is it all set in the future?
It's all set in. It's either present day or just in the near future.
Okay, because I would have been happier if the first attack had happened in, like, medieval times.
But then everybody would be dead.
And everyone had died, except for, like, someone hiding in a mountain. The monster died of old age.
And then
Humanity
repopulated.
repopulated.
That would be a very different film.
Yeah.
Well, it's the one I'm going to make.
That would be called watchable.
No, the thing is that it's actually not bad. I expected it to be bad. I was extremely skeptical going into this film. You guys know me. I hate everything, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's why
I did not hate this movie.
It just doesn't add up.
No.
I mean, it's like I said, it's only good if you go in acknowledging and accepting the fact that what you were watching is a movie about giant robots fighting giant monsters. Within the confines of a movie about giant robots fighting giant monsters, it's fine. It's good.
Hmm.
It has a romance, but it doesn't really dwell on it.
Yeah. But now, if the robot has two people running it, which one of them falls in love with the monster?
No one.
But you said it had a romance. So
Yes.
it's got to be like between a monster and the robot, right?
No, it's between like a chick and a dude.
Well, which one's the chick?
What?
The monster or the robot?
A robot chicken?
Why did we not think of that?
That sounds like a great name for a show.
The porn parody, of course, will be Pacific Rim Job.
Yeah, that's what I would presume.
Or Pacific Trim will also be the alternative.
It is an Asian chick.
There you go.
Okay, so while that conversation was going on, I
Built the deck.
built the deck and decided to run
Play
18
green
land.
blue.
I even considered going like 19 land
Mm-hmm.
because I think we, more than anything, we just want to draw our land and cast the damn things.
Yeah.
But I think 18 land works. We have a lot of ramp.
We're going to draw 7 land.
Well, we have 2 1-drops and 1 2-drop.
Whatever.
But turn 3 is where it starts getting
That's
spicy.
the magic.
And
Alright.
and this is a level up guy, so if we get him on turn 1, then turn 2 we level him up, all of a sudden he's
Level 2.
well, he's only level 1.
Level 1.
But he's able to give us 2 green himself, so
Mm.
then turn 3 we're actually casting 5 drops.
Okay, that's kind of badass. Though it does require we actually see this card.
Yes. the one card. Or
we have to just mulligan until we see it.
I'm down with that.
I'm willing to mulligan even if we do see it, until we see it the second time.
Wow. That's a seriously aggressive mulliganing.
That's like mulligan here.
That might in fact be overly aggressive mulliganing.
This is not the ideal hand. But you can play all spells in hand. You already have all 6 colors of mana.
6. Yeah, it only counts if you have colorless mana as a colorless mana source.
That's right.
And the elusive yellow mana.
Don't eat the yellow mana. That's just what my mom told me. Growing up.
A lot of times the planes are yellow, though.
Yeah. Well, I'm not saying you guys should go out and watch it in the theater because Marcus Theaters
Because we're not doing that.
because Marcus Theaters still sucks. What I am saying is that if you have the opportunity to see it, don't turn your nose up at it saying I don't want to see this just because it's Pacific Rim. Because it's better than that. I know, Bob, I didn't think so either, but I enjoyed myself.
That does not necessarily mean you were watching the movie.
But I was.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't enjoy myself before the movie started. when we were watching 18 hours of commercials before.
Fine.
Okay. So, the subtitle of the draft portion was Pacific Rim. We're going to stop here, and we'll be back for round 1, and then probably talk more about Pacific Rim, or do we have a different tie-in to Eldrazi?
Does Pacific Rim have subtitles?
Or
would they be willing to add them?
Trying to remember if there's ever a point where you have people talking in a different language.
You answered too slow. Fail.
I think they may.
Movie fails.
I don't know. What?